Okay, we are live on Facebook. Welcome, everybody. Joel here. We've got the famous Grady and Joel squared and Blake Coho. This is definitely the main thing. Sorry, guys, my nose has been bleeding profusely. I've got like tissues in there.
Everybody, Joel here. We've got the famous
whoop. Sorry, I did it again. Damn it, I did it again.
This is definitely.
Okay, there we go. So sorry about the feedback there, guys. I'm off Facebook. So anyway, I was just saying my nose, I don't know. I've never had a bloody nose in my life. I'm sitting here with tissue in my nose. Everybody's giving me advice on how to stop it. So I'm going to let these guys do a lot more of the talking today, which is kind of probably refreshing for all of you guys because you're tired of hearing me talk anyway. But yeah, we've got some really exciting stuff going on, guys. Which is obviously I announced yesterday in the Now Lifestyle group that we have the autoresponder only sales page and funnel coming out soon. Grady and Joel have been gracious enough, along with the rest of their team, to start creating some NLS pages that you can modify, some opt-in pages. Blake, why don't you talk a little bit about the IPs and how well they've been doing, and then we'll turn it over to Joel and Grady for a bit.
Yeah, sure, Joel. We've had awesome results with our IP reputations. Most of our reputations, they're all staying above 90s, generally 95 to 99. So we've had a lot of feedback on open rates and delivery, and it's just doing great. You know, it's IPs are awesome.
Wow, what a conversationalist. Fantastic update, Blake. Anyway, so yeah, I just know myself from our end, and that we talk to Grady and Joel every day. Generally, things are going very well, guys. I know people have been patiently waiting for the sales page for a while now. But we just wanted to make sure everything was rock solid with our API communicating with them, with the deliverability being there, with the stability being there. We did have a few weeks ago, we had some downtime here and there while we were upgrading and adding new hardware and so forth. So things are rock solid, guys. It's time to enter phase 3, and these guys are all on board with it, as are we. So yeah, let me turn it over to you guys for a little bit and tell us what updates you find folks have been working on.
Sure. Hey guys, I'm Joel with Online Sales Pro. That's my partner Grady over there in the black shirt. And first of all, welcome. Thanks for joining us. Anyone that has any comments or tips for Joel on that nosebleed, put them in the comments below. We've heard we all have different ideas for him. None of us are EMTs or health people. Maybe you guys are. So share those in the comments below. That would be great. But what I do want to tell you about is Online Sales Pro, all the great things we've been working on. And yes, Joel is right. We are adding new templates, new pages, new funnels, new trainings. If that doesn't make sense to you and you don't completely understand, we're going to go very slowly, step by step. Do not worry. I'm going to send it over to Grady, let him tell you a good morning like he normally does. And we're going to be able to update you on everything right after that.
Hello, everybody. Thanks for the intro. Joel and Blake. All I heard that Blake said was 97, 98%. Those weren't grades I usually saw, things that I strive to achieve too. So it's great to see that you guys are rocking A+ IP ratings, which I believe is the proper term. So, and then the other Joel, T, I just remember from the Rocky movies, they always pinched at the top. So I don't know how that would look. They were just always would pinch the top.
All right. Mine's right just on the inside here. That's no problem. Make it bleed more.
Helps it coagulate. So I don't know if you've got any.
Hey, all right. Let's talk about autoresponders and landing.
Yeah, we're just addressing all the concerns. It's good to see some people on here, especially at this time. Well, at this time, and most people are working already. So I guess we usually start the office and then work later. But Grady with Online Sales, we have a ton of fun in our community, and we've had just a great time getting to know Joel Tarian and his whole team, especially including Blake. How fantastic they are. Working efficiently and getting things handled for us, especially when we have these little tiny requests and getting them all done. So it's just a fantastic crew. And so us at Online Sales Pro, capture pages, apps, and all that fun stuff to help you generate leads.
But Grady, who are we? We are a community. We are a culture. We are an online training platform where we want to educate you, the users, on the proper way to market online, because everybody needs more leads. So what Online Sales Pro is, it's a very simple, easy to use software. It's a mobile app, so it comes on your cell phone, right? You could download it from the iTunes and the Android store. But most importantly is we are a group of about 40,000 members right now that are learning together on the right way to market online. So what does that mean? That means you need a landing page or a capture page, which Joel's been talking a lot about. You need a sales page, which luckily Joel and the Now Lifestyle team are finishing developing that autoresponder only sales page, which we're talking about. And once that's done, we at Online Sales Pro have been very excited. We have a couple thousand people inside of Now Lifestyle already using our system, using our services, learning the proper ways to generate new leads, new prospects, new business, and new sales. So what it really comes down to is we're a group. You know, we have a fan page, we have a Facebook group, and we have a lot of trainings inside the system. But most importantly is we want to educate you and teach you the basics on how to become an emailer, how to create an email list using your Now Lifestyle autoresponder, which is fantastic. We have connected to multiple other auto ESPs before. Never, ever have we seen the deliverability rates that Joel Tarian and the Now Lifestyle autoresponder is delivering. And that is what's very exciting to us, because when you can learn to generate even just 10 leads or 100 leads, you want to make sure those leads are getting in the inbox. You want to make sure they're being opened by your prospects, by the people that fill out the form. And we're just blown away by the numbers, quite honestly. It is changing our business already, and it's very early stages in the game. Is we are able to deliver more emails, you know. So when 1,000 people filling it out, we're seeing 600, 700, 800 opens on Joel's the Now Lifestyle autoresponder. So Grady, why don't you tell the community out here a little bit about, you know, how to use our software, why we're excited about this connection, and, you know, when you can learn how to make these pages. And guys, I don't know if you know this or not, but some of the pages that are in the Now Lifestyle system were created right on our Online Sales Pro platform and are seeing 65, 68, 70% opt-in rates. Those are fantastic numbers.
Unreal numbers, yeah. So as Joel just highlighted completely, the power of a autoresponder is you don't want to spend all this time crafting great copy, getting your ads up, buying traffic, getting the leads, and then not getting them delivered to people's inboxes. And that's one of the most valuable parts of having an NLS autoresponder, is that the high deliverability. But so from the other end of the spectrum is that's what we do at Online Sales Pros. We craft the beginning part of the process.
Grady, I got to interrupt. It's what I do, right? Do not forget that we are super excited about the commissions, the NLS autoresponder and the commissions that come with it, that we can teach our users how to duplicate, is really what this is about.
It is. The commissions are fantastic. We've seen some of our members earning anywhere from $500 to $5,000 already with NLS, and it's just fantastic.
We've been close to 10,000 actually. Just letting you guys know. Just saying.
Well, we that's what we want to do. We want to
just saying, you know.
Push them in the direction of great offers and products that can support their business, because it's not selling when you're filling a need, and people need a high quality, high converting autoresponder. And when you can earn a commission attached to that, better than some of the other big autoresponder names that are out there, there's no reason to use anything else. So that's what we're excited about. Wait a second, sir. Hold on.
All right.
Wait a second.
Hold on, baby. Oh, come on. Put up those boots.
I'm pumped, man.
Is the fact that we can teach people how to generate leads. We can teach people Facebook ads. We can teach people the right traffic person, people to go through, how to create high converting opt-in pages, deliver all those leads to our CRM, deliver all those leads to our app, but also direct them right on into NLS, which increases the high autoresponder deliverability. And that's where we kind of see this little, dating experience going on right now between the two of us.
Before you even talk about an autoresponder, though, you need people joining your email list, or it doesn't matter, right? So, so if you're looking at this in a very systematic approach, you need a landing page or a capture page or a squeeze page or whatever people want to call it, an opt-in page, where people give you exchange of information, where we teach you and we give you templates ready to use. You don't have to make any changes. You could literally make a new website that collects information in a matter of minutes using Online Sales Pro. Okay, so
can I jump in for a second after you? I'll keep going for now, but I got some important stuff to say. Go ahead, finish.
Oh no, it's all good. All right, so you need these opt-in pages, right? You need a capture page or a way to generate new prospects, new leads when your warm market is, you've told all your family and friends about NLS and the NLS autoresponder and shared it on Facebook. What are you going to do now, right? So that is the stage one that we focus on, is getting you high converting landing pages or capture pages that will collect these emails. And then we connect directly to NLS autoresponder and your leads go directly there. So I want you guys to understand where we stand in this process is the capture pages and how to drive traffic and the online education is phase one, because without an email list or people opting in, the autoresponder, that's where its value is, right? So if this is a congruent offer, if we've ever seen one, this lays right in the path of what we do, where we teach you when you build an email list, you got to email. And Joel and you guys over at the Now Lifestyle team and the Now Lifestyle Autoresponder is doing that emailing. So it's a nice, combination of how we connect together and how we work together. But most importantly, we want to teach you how to get massive amounts of eyeballs and the proper way to do it online, so you could focus on your business. You could focus on growing your autoresponder list and that residual income. And you could focus on getting people enrolled in the Now Lifestyle, the health portion, which is extremely important. But Joel, what were you going to say?
Well, what I was going to say is, like the whole, creating just so folks, when you buy traffic, solo ads, whether you're doing Facebook ads or free ads or whatever, it all starts with the conversions. But understand, just a high converting opt-in page is a full-time job. It takes a lot of resources, a lot of people. And the thing is, what's cool about OSP is you can modify those pages just slightly, and you would be shocked sometimes where you might change your headliner just by one word and your conversions go up by 10 or 15%. So that's the first part, get things that are converting high. And I've been working with some of their members, Daniel and a few others who created some pages that were converting much better than our default pages here at Now Lifestyle. That's part one. That's a full-time job, and that's what those guys do really well. They teach you how to get the conversions. On our end, which is also another full-time job, especially as tricky as it is in the home-based business industry, is making sure that deliverability is there. That's a full-time job as well. And that's why it's such a nice merge between the two. And then when we talk about the commission side of things, well, you guys pay a great commission. We pay a great commission, but this is what I want you guys to understand, above and beyond all other opportunities, and why I chased Vincent down and these two other gentlemen to kind of work together, because I actually did go after them. Here's why. It's software, guys. There's a lot of opportunities out there, and there's no disrespect. People will only pay so much for education. But when you have a software program, software as a service, SaaS, in other words, software as a service, SaaS, has been around for a couple of decades. People are used to paying for software as a service. OSP is great education and a software program. Now Lifestyle is great education and software programs. People don't mind paying for that stuff. And that's why their company continues to grow, and so does ours, because it's not just education. And when people are used to paying for something, if not for the opportunity, if you join OSP just to make commissions, great. If you join Now Lifestyle just to make the commissions, great. But you always have to ask yourself, if not for the opportunity to make commissions directly from the company, people need to use the product and service. And it's a huge, I get excited thinking about that, and I want to hone in on the people watching. That is huge. People use OSP and they don't care about the commissions. People use Now Lifestyle Autoresponder and they don't care about the commissions. Yeah, they might refer a few people here and there, but they're like, hey, it's a great program. Both are working in our industry of the home-based business and business opportunity. Even if you're not in business opportunity, whatever industry, they're creating real estate templates. They're creating all types of templates, because what is the one common denominator that every business needs? They need a high converting landing page. Doesn't matter if you're in real estate, doesn't matter if you're insurance, it doesn't matter if you're a doctor, lawyer, dentist. Everybody needs leads, and that's what's super, super cool. So that's all I wanted to that's a very important point, because the whole fact of being software, as Joel said, is a lot of members that understand how to use the software. It also makes it easier to do the referrals thing, right? But more importantly, I want to discuss a little bit about how Joel said it was a full-time job collecting email addresses, and it is. And we have a staff of
15 people that do this every single day for you, so you guys don't have to do all the busy work in the background. But the timing and the element of how we can move so quickly is because we have 40,000 members making capture pages. So it's not like one person making capture pages, where one of our members made a page that converted a little higher than the original one at NLS, and we were able to identify it because we work as a team. And Joel has this same power in numbers, but the difference is your timing. You know, this pre-launch and the launch and the autoresponder and the Now Lifestyle Health products is this snowball that's just about to go down the hill, and it's going to become huge at the bottom because of this amount of people coming in and being able to work together. So yes, it's a full-time gig. Yes, we are blessed and honored and privileged to be able to work with so many of our members directly that they're doing a lot of landing page creation also, and then we just share it with one another. So it is a software, it is a community, it is training, but when you can get your leads directly to your phone, that's the one thing Online Sales Pro that we haven't touched on. Grady, do you want to talk a little bit about how our leads, yes, they go to the autoresponder, but also sometimes, you may want to put a name, email, and phone number on there if you're a realtor or personal trainer, like Joel said, not just because anyone using Now Lifestyle may be using it for the autoresponder, right? So that is one element of your follow-up. The other element could be a text message, a phone call, or just a very basic email sent right from your app. And we provide you the tools and education in our software to do those things. So Grady, why don't you touch base on the real-time communication and how we take the lead and send it right to your phone so you can call them.
You can see real quickly, we can do a screen share maybe another time, or we can check out all the videos in our office. Yeah, we are one of the only landing page, I think we are the only landing page offering service at this high level that does have a mobile app that allows you to drop leads either from an email response or from a full email, phone number, and text response right from the mobile app. And where we see the power in that is that there's statistics out there that says you have 5 times greater chance of converting the sale if you reach out to the prospect in the first 5 minutes, and you have a 20 times less a chance if you reach out to them after 30 minutes of converting. Some crazy stats about just being real time. And so I know we were in this dream world of just, let's just send out ads and emails will do all the follow up and we'll go live on the beach. But sometimes when you're getting your business started, you got to work a little bit harder than just hoping. And so the NLS Autoresponder is going to do a fantastic job of doing that for you. But what we like to come on board on top of that is give people a quick time ability to send a real personal email. The autoresponder emails are going to be more blanket statements, more tailored to get back to the website, check it out. Here's the link to go purchase if you hadn't purchased already. And those work fantastically. We see consistent sales. I mean, we were at a call last week. We were doing a big training for about 150 people. And a guy comments on the post. He says he's got a 150-day email sequence, and he finally converted a lead on day 90.
Yeah,
day 90 out of 150. So Gary Duncan, if you're watching, congrats to you on staying consistent to your email autoresponder. But sometimes you got to eat sooner. Sometimes you got to ring the cash register a little sooner. And actions you can take, let me finish, you down there, over there, wherever you're at on this screen. The actions you can take today, reaching out to them directly, shooting them a text message, are actions that we allow you to do fast and efficiently through our mobile app. Go ahead.
Well, we've identified, and because of this relationship and how we're testing out the autoresponder, and we're really liking and excited about the Now Lifestyle Health and Wellness products, we are online marketers, right? We know how to make landing pages and do email follow-ups and use the Now Lifestyle autoresponder to get in the inbox. So we've identified our perfect market that we're targeting on Facebook. Here's an example, a real-world example of a product user that can use the Now Lifestyle Health and Wellness. They can use the Now Lifestyle autoresponder, and they'd be excited to use Online Sales Pro. Personal trainers, okay? Not all personal trainers are building a downline, building a business, but they all understand the concept of residual income, a way to make money by connecting people to real software like the Now Lifestyle autoresponder and Online Sales Pro. So when we're marketing to a personal trainer, we educate them and teach them that they can make landing pages to help fill their personal training business, right? So once that happens, of course, they're going to want to sell health and wellness and products and other things outside of the gym, and that's where that comes in. And then when we teach them about building an email list and a follow-up list, we let them know about the Now Lifestyle autoresponder, and now they get landing page creation, email marketing automation, and a residual space that they're comfortable in. So we have found that these personal trainers are not only converting, but duplicating because they're using the Now Lifestyle autoresponder as follow-up that we educate them and teach them how to use inside of Online Sales Pro. But they're also making these landing pages to fill their real world job, their business that we say, don't quit your job until you're ready to embark on this online journey full time. But just the passive income you can make in filling your schedule in your real job, if that's okay, because I'm at my real job. Like, I don't knock jobs. I come to work every day for you guys, right? So I appreciate those people that have a passion about an industry, but they just need a little online education. Everybody knows that online is the way to go to the future, and it's happening now. Eyeballs are eyeballs for marketing. But when you're a real person online, when you're genuine, when you treat yourself and treat others as you would like to be treated, you're just exchanging information. So if you're a personal trainer and you have a great 7-minute workout, or even if you're not a personal trainer and Joel has a great 7-minute workout, you can explain to people that you can help change your life in a positive manner. You could do that through a landing page, a capture page that we give you. It's ready to use. Of course, you may want to change a word or two, like Joel said, test your market. But when you make a Facebook post and say, hey, I found a program that I'm excited to try, you're not claiming any results. You haven't started yet, but you're excited to do it. Would you like to join me in this experience in health and wealth, right? You make that kind of post, people will opt into your page. These are people that are sitting on the sidelines on your Facebook profile that, may not message you that they're having a hard time losing weight. They're not going to reach out to you about how they may need a little help paying their bills, right? Or they're not going to reach out to you about how their small business, their personal training business is slowly declining. They're not really your close friend, but they're a marketable audience that does care and respect what you're saying. So when we give you the tools, you win on all levels because you're using the product and you're helping them win. And that's really what we want to focus on is if everybody just shares the online mentality, the health mentality, the email marketing mentality for any business. This is not just MLM. This is not just network marketing, direct sales, internet marketing, affiliate marketing. This is real world marketing. Like real brands are doing Facebook ads, not just the MLMs, as some of you guys may not even know, but this is the way of the future. You're getting 8-to-1 on your money. Email marketing is producing 3,800% to 4,000% returns. And it's because the ones that understand how to do it are rising to the top. And that's what we're excited about for sure.
That's awesome. Those are huge numbers. I mean, the big factor too, for all of you guys who are taking a look at us, I know we're right now projecting into the NLS group and the NLS world. And so for many of you to understand, we do a complete handhold. We've got extensive training where our job is to get you from A to Z okay, I understand. So, but I mean, I guess I'm talking to a higher level thinker right now. I'm talking to a higher level entrepreneur because the reality is if you're already involved in NLS and you're already involved in using NLS autoresponder, you didn't just hop in here. You're not just kind of guessing your way through it. And so there our exposure to you is that we do it better. And that's our big plan. I mean, there's a lot of other systems out there that cost 10 times, 20 times what we cost. And those are fantastic systems. But our focus here is the beginner market. Our focus is the people who are trying to get their toe into online. Maybe they bought a system that just doesn't make a ton of sense completely, and they're still trying to figure it out, and they're considering hiring someone. Well, come take a look at us and watch our training, get a part of our community. Look at the communal effect we have when one person asks questions and 60 people respond inside of our group, kind of viral to what the infectious nature that has inside of it. So that's our big recommendation to you guys, is to make sure you take a look at the bigger picture on what your goals are and streamlining the process. Now, also, sometimes we touch on how fantastic the NLS commission structure is. We also have a small little affiliate program in our process, but that's not the focus of the call. The focus of the call is to understand the training is streamlined. So all you have to do is get in, start watching a few videos, and by the time you're done, you're going to know this way better than you did.
And for those of you that are, because we broadcast this in our group as well, and those of you in our group, let us know in the comments below if you want NLS templates, more NLS templates. I know that Grady and the team, because we're out there testing things about the email, the NLS autoresponder, because the sales page is ready, we're going to make templates that you could just connect to your sales page and you're good to go. But we're also doing some weight loss templates, some residual income templates, because the power of the compensation plan in NLS is exciting, right? And when you pair it with congruent offers that help each other grow and they make money every direction, that's exciting too, right? So I believe because we have such a, we're almost at 1,000 of our members are inside of NLS and vice versa, right? So because so many people are there, now it's time to give you more templates. It's time to release some NLS templates, and I believe they'll be on the agenda next week, simply so you can have them. And I know we have health and weight loss, but the autoresponder templates only, to be able to market to an onliner or even someone that knows that email marketing is the future, that you have a way for them to get in the inbox at a higher rate, and you have a way to have a better commission structure than anyone else to refer that program. That's going to convert like hotcakes, especially in our community. So we're going to be adding more NLS templates that you just log in and they're ready to go. And that's what we're excited about.
Yeah, I just want to jump in for a sec too, guys, because there's a couple of things that I've been in your group, and our group and stuff. The other thing I want people to understand too is I think you can really truly feel the genuine love and the genuine concern and the genuine wanting to help people make money from home. And the one thing that we can't do is give you the mindset to do it. And what I mean by that, first, you got to take action. Grady said that. You can't wish upon a dream and make it happen. That's not going to happen. And two, I had to kind of homeschool a guy in the group yesterday. He's like, I don't get any of this. I might as well just quit. And I'm like, how long have you been a member? A week and a half. A week and a half, And I'm like, dude, I didn't make a penny for 2 years. Why? One, in 1998, there wasn't YouTube, so there wasn't even videos you could watch. There was certainly no live webinars like this to learn from. There was no social media where you could connect with other people and help. To learn how to do this, guys, is way easier today than 1998, because the only thing you had was long form sales pages, and there wasn't even live chat. If you could find a phone number on a website, you'd be shocked back then. So, you can't start a business for any cheaper on both sides, guys. The amount of work that goes into OSP software and our software and the people that are behind it all, it takes a lot of work. It's a lot of overhead and a lot of resources, and so just be realistic. Have your backup plan. Don't quit your job today and think you're going to make $1 million with OSP tomorrow. It just doesn't happen that way. So have realistic expectations when starting your business. You need to give this at least an hour a day, 3 to 4 or 5 days a week for at least a year. At least a year. Now, can you see income in your first month? Yes. Are you going to make $5,000 the first day you jump online and a month later you're replacing your full-time income? Have I seen it happen? Yeah. Is it likely to happen? No. So just understand that there's people here, and that's why we continue to do these webinars together, that genuinely care about your success. And so, you can lead a horse to water. Guys, you guys have to do the drinking. You have to put the work in. You have to watch the videos. You have to watch the training. You have to be part of the community. And that's very, very important. Now, if you don't give up and you take daily action, can I guarantee your success? Pretty much absolutely. There's not a single person out there that I have seen that hasn't quit who's not seen some sort of elements of success. So just, I just want to put that out there because we do care. It's like, we're not going to say join OSP and, oh my God, one-click riches, or now lifestyle, one-click riches, because, there's a lot of that crap out there, but it just doesn't happen. When you see, rich, poor guy, blah, 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 was a fisherman. Now he made $10,000 from home. Yes, he was a fisherman 15 years ago. The past 5 years, he's been building up his list. So that list got to know, like, and trust him. Then he joined an opportunity. And yes, he made $10,000 in his first month. But what they don't tell you is the backstory of why he made $10,000 in his first month, because he's been doing online marketing for at least a couple of years. Anyway, over to you guys.
That's fine. OSP, our goal here, yes, we want you to win. We want you to be happy, but we want to unlock your potential online. If we can teach you a new skill set of cultivating or generating leads out of thin air, using social media, using this box on your screen, using this computer, using this phone. If we can teach you how to constantly generate new business, new leads, everybody needs new leads. Your friend that owns the restaurant down the road needs new leads. Your person that cuts your hair, they need more prospects. Your personal trainer, they need new leads. So there's things and people that if you can learn the skill set, your business will never die. okay? If you can learn how to generate leads on the internet, your business will never die because you'll never run out of people to talk to. And that's our passion. Our passion is showing you that people, like all four of us on this panel right now, we have figured it out, right? You know, we want to share. We want to share how to get more leads and how to communicate directly with those leads. Because when they like, value, and trust you, like Joel said, not only do they buy from you, but you can be a positive role in their life. And that is more fulfilling and gratifying than any commissions that come from it. And when that happens to you, when you get to experience that, which I hope every single one of you do, when you can help out another person become a product of the product. They went through your funnel, they filled out your form, they went to your phone, you text them. Joel's NLS autoresponder emailed them. They clicked on the link, they signed up, now they're excited. They understand it works. You don't have to convince them. They went through the process, right? And that's the beauty of how we've been able to grow and keep teaching people the proper ways online is by delivering results. So yes, we care about your results, but more importantly, we want to teach you at Online Sales Pro how to generate leads for any business, because that alone is a business, okay? We're not teaching you how to go sell those leads, but you can join anything. You could join any program and you can connect them to your Now Lifestyle autoresponder, and then you can email them and you can talk to them on a daily basis. Like here's one example, and then I'll send it to Mr. Blake, who's really just full of words and energy today. But I mean, a lot of people talk about their end goal is being on stage in front of 10,000, 20,000 people talking, speaking, you know, that's their lifelong dream. People are afraid of public speaking. The beauty of our email list, and yours one day, is when we send an email, we actually, you know, the largest stadium, Dallas Cowboys Stadium, see about 100, 140,000 people, Joel. You guys are in Texas.
Something like that, 120 to 140.
Okay. So when I send an email, I get to talk to 4 of those stadiums completely full, sold out, every seat. Are they all watching the play? No. When you're in the stadium, not everyone's watching the play. Some are at concessions, some are in the restroom, some are still in the parking lot trying to get in. But the point of the matter is you get to send these emails to every single person in all 4 of those completely packed stadiums, and you're going to win. When you can talk to that many people on a daily basis, or every day, or twice a day, however often you email, we like to encourage at least daily emails to not only season up your list, but also you got to stay in front of people, sometimes more than once, depending on your offer. But when you can communicate, and when I stand on stage, I do it with my fingers, and I send out an email using the NLS autoresponder, and it gets in their inbox. And those people, when they're ready, click on that link, they read my story, they click on my buy links, and they go through the process. And it's very simple on the surface, very complex in the background, but we'll handle all that. And we're going to teach you how to get to the stadium. We're going to teach you how to fill those seats. We're going to teach you how to grow your business, no matter what it is. We got window washers, car salesmen, MLMers, internet marketers, personal trainers, coaches, realtors. I mean, the list goes on in our member area. And I'm sure Joel has the same situation because our software helps everyone.
Yeah, we live in a powerful age right now where the advertising of yellow pages, billboards, and bus stop ads is no longer even a relevant conversation people have. And the power of the internet, the power of Facebook, as you know, to put your ad for your opportunity or your company or your product or your services right next to the likes of CNN and Disney is something that is, you know, people are going to talk about this in 5-10 years. Like, do you remember when you could like put your ad next to CNN for $1 a click? And then, it's we live in a very juvenile age of how cheap it is to do advertising. And so for those of you on here who are learning about how to set up capture pages and how to link that to a proper autoresponder, i.e., probably the best autoresponder we've ever come across, and put yourselves in a capacity to start generating leads and forming a tribe around yourself, the world is going to be very good to you in the next few years. And it's those of you on here who are, I would encourage you to think, you know, not everybody wants to be an entrepreneur. Not everybody needs to be an entrepreneur. And forcing people into a mindset where they need to be an entrepreneur isn't the best place to be. But everybody can use a system where they can form a little tribe around themselves if they have a business, right? So kind of think about that, who you're talking to, think about who you're working with. But that's our bigger focus here, is making sure that we do that effectively, efficiently, and do that absolutely the best job we can for
our members. Our members like to say that this is the modern day gold rush. The amount of leads and eyeballs that you can get out there for free, and OSP and NLS, we're just the perfectly crafted gold pans that will catch more gold than the other ones right down the road. And when you focus on that and you realize that if you have an advantage in your tools, you hire someone to knock down a wall. If they got a little hammer that's the size of your fist, or they got a huge sledgehammer and a bunch of machinery and 10 people working behind it, they're going to get the job done a heck of a lot faster. And that's what we focus on. And I know we haven't talked explicitly about how we're adding a bunch of funnels and pages and connections, but that's all happening. That happens every day for us. That's on the agenda. That's what we work on. So these now lifestyle pages, we've seen 52 to 70% opt-in rate. So when we give you that gold pan that's collecting 70% of the gold, and you can put your personal touches and make it 75% even better. But you don't have to.
Me to show them? I can show them real quick, Joel. You want me to show them?
I mean, I don't know how long we have on this. I mean,
we got all day because
I'm a talker. Like, I got a whole new Joel.
1 minute. Let me pull up. I just put the pictures in the group. While you're doing it, I'll pull the pictures up because I
want to say one thing. So a couple weeks ago, I was at a high-level mastermind in Beverly Hills. One of the persons that I got to meet was Kevin Harrington, who is really info guru. He was on Shark Tank first year. He's done billions and billions of dollars in sales on television, as has many other people. But anyway, he shared something really interesting, and it shows guys that we are on the online gold rush and just at the forefront of what's happening. So OSP's focus is to get you leads off the internet. Now, what he shared is over the past decade, okay, he is taking his whole company and going digital. And here's why. Over the past 10 years, viewership on television has dropped by 65% in the past 10 years. Yet it still costs the same amount of money to put an infomercial together. So now you're only hitting 35 to 40% of the people that you used to be able to hit 10 years ago, but it costs you the same amount of money. So, that becomes very, very, very expensive. And, when he was sharing that, it made sense. Think about a decade ago, guys, how much more time do you spend in front of your mobile device or your computer versus watching television? It's a paradigm shift. It's a media shift. And we're at the very beginning of it. And that's our focus together. They help you get the leads. We help you inbox with those leads and convert those leads. Over to you, Grady. Sorry, bud.
No problem. I'm going to do a quick screen share of the group. And so for those of you that are inside of the Joltarian, the Now Lifestyle group right now, you might probably seen this post. But this is just a post where, if you can see Facebook, it might look a little pixelated right now, but we will, I'll pull up the picture in a second.
It looks great, Grady.
Looks good. Looks beautiful.
Fantastic. Okay, so yeah, we have this feature inside Online Sales called Share Codes, where people can actually grab a little 8-digit, 9-digit hex code and simply pay. If one member creates it, and simply you can share your share code into anyone else, give it to someone, and any money, no matter how many times it's unlimited, can grab that same page and put it inside of their back office as well. And so these are the pages. I think they're actually created by our MVP member inside of Online Sales Pro, Daniel Kump. And so this one, I believe, was converting around 68%. Discover how to get in the best shape of your life and getting paid while doing it. Learn how to earn up to 90% residual. So, nice little eye-catching page.
Grady, can you go to the next two pictures? Because I want to show people how our templates are super simple. Like, here's an example of one that converts, and they're all mobile friendly, so they convert well on the cell phone, right, where a lot of traffic is happening. But here is the same template that Daniel Kump made that is getting like 58% opt-ins. And then when you go to the next page, you can see that it's very easy to edit and change. He just changed the background picture and the headline, or the headliner, like Joel says. So all he did was test different images, different headliners, send it to the audience, and he's able to understand which one he should continue his marketing efforts on. Now, these pages may look simple on the surface, but the beautiful part is simplicity works. What we have found is the least amount of moving, jQuery is what they call it, but moving things, the bells and whistles, actually hurt your opt-in You could do those on the sales page. They will increase it there. You could do it on the checkout page if you like. We prefer not to, but we give you templates that if you can type in on the computer at all, if you could Facebook message me, you could make a landing page inside of Online Sales Pro. So that's the beauty of our system. You just add the page. We got a variety of templates that you could choose from, ready to use. You just click and type whatever you want, change whatever picture you want. You can even make them from your cell phone on the go. You could take a picture from your phone. You could upload it to your page, type a headline, connect up your sign-up page, and you're done.
Perfect. Awesome. And this is actually how you add it via share code. Simply just a 2-button click, hit OK, and you literally have that page in your back office.
Guys, if you want to learn a little bit more about Online Sales Pro before you sign up, and you want to know what kind of level of support that we do have that group you can join. You can like the fan page, but you can also go to support.onlinesalespro.com. And you'll see 150 different entries with pictures and videos on how to do things. So you know that you'll never be alone, because I remember one time, it was about 7 or 8 years ago, I signed up for something like Now Lifestyle, actually. You know, it wasn't as streamlined. It wasn't as high converting, but I was lost because I joined this MLM and I was excited. I was pumped. I talked to all my family and friends, but then after that, I couldn't get a hold of anyone. So that's the one thing that we will never do to you at Online Sales Pro is we are available, just like Joel is. The community, the group, the training, we do live trainings 9 out of 10 days a week. No joke. At Monday through Friday, we're live on our page, working with you just like this, talking about what it is you want to offer and what you need to talk about. And we're here to help because we never want you to feel lost. And when we can teach you how to do just one, when we can teach you how to generate just one lead for your business, and it goes to your autoresponder, and the email goes out, and the person clicks on the link, that's it. You're a believer. You know that this is the way that you want to market. So we want to be there to help. Joel and I, Big, we call him Joel T, you know, we're passionate about giving and allowing our software to wanting it to be used by everyone, because it can help everyone. It really can. Your market is not just the network marketing space with us. It's anyone that needs more business, which is everyone.
Hey guys, a question came in. This is off topic, but around OSP. One of our leaders out of Hungary asked if he buys the email series for $19. Is it just one series? What exactly does he get? I guess he's talking about some of this.
Sure. So part of our system, if you need some help writing some email copy, we do have email swipes that we sell. We do encourage you to change a little bit of those, obviously, so they're unique content. But anyway, you get 8 to 10 emails from us pre-written, that inbox with subject lines and content with, you just put your link in. So $19 gets you 8 to 10 emails, depending on whether you're talking about email swipe 1 or email swipe 2. We have 2 different sets out there for sale right now, and we release them about every month.
Looks like that answered that. Yeah, I'm sitting here listening to you guys. Kind of
no,
fun.
I mean, this is fun because this is what we do. And when you're passionate about something and you don't need to, sell, like we want you to use our system. We want you to try it and realize that the internet's a big space. And when you can create a lead that converts, you now have new people to network with and grow your business together and help out. And that's
here's a question that we've seen challenges with all the time. And I just want to get your guys' perspective on it. The hardest thing we have with our members is being consistent. In other words, like you said, Grady, I concur with that. My largest email series is about 60, so it's not even 120 days. It's 60 days, and we've got probably 15 sales total over the amount of time that this funnel's been running, even on day 60. So there's literally over the 60 days about 1,000 sales total that have come in off that email series. Blake, that's the fan page system one. Lots of sales come off of that. So, a lot of people, they get nervous because the higher the levels, the higher the devils. I get a hate mail in my inbox probably every day. Take me off your goddamn effing list. And I'm like, yeah, there's a little unsubscribe button at the bottom. I actually just ignore them. But I'd like to tell people that when those things happen, it's not a product of you. It's a product of where that person is in their life. stuff. So you really have to just ignore that kind of stuff. It happens. But what do you tell your group to keep them consistently mailing, whether it's through AWeber or us? What are some tips that you can give to get people that consistency? Is it just buying maybe your email series and changing it?
Well, it is changing it up and trying something new and learning your audience that are filling out your form. But we also teach people to go for the no's. When they are upset that you're emailing them, and it's much better to email every single day and stay consistent, practice. It's like muscle. Content writing is like a muscle. You may not need to give it hours a day, maybe 7 minutes a day, right? So when you can learn and sit down and write content, you're going to get better at it. And as you progress, you need to go through some of those failures. The unsubscribe button does not bother us at all. We encourage you, if you do not want to hear from us in our emails, click the unsubscribe button, and no harm, no foul, because when I talk to, let's say you went to Starbucks and you're talking to everyone in line, most are going to be no thanks, no thanks, no thanks. I don't want to hear about it. I'm busy. Leave me alone. No thanks. You don't get offended, right? If you're there and you know that's what you're doing, you take it as, well, great. 10 no's, I'm going to get a yes, so I'll take those 10, send them to me, right? So when we teach people to email, not to get married to the results of how many people don't like it, what about that one person that you're changing their life that needed to hear your message that day? To me, that's worth it. I can send out 1,000 emails and 700 of them can unsubscribe, and I'm happy because tomorrow I'm going to talk to the 300 people that want to hear from me, and I'm going to focus my attention on them. So we let people know, go for the no's, strive for that. You're going to go through some failure, and that's okay. But when you do it together as a group and you can express these things, you can learn from each other's experiences. So that's also a catapult into success with our team. Is we have a lot of people that have gone through this. I mean, when we send an email, we get hundreds of people that unsubscribe. But if you're putting hundreds of people back on your list, new people that actually want to hear about what it is you're offering because they opted in, maybe they were wrong. Maybe it's their time in their life where they're not ready for this change yet. But that's okay. It has no reflection on what you're doing other than staying consistent, being true to yourself, and learning how to grow online. And if we can focus on those things, you will see success in every aspect of your life.
In the whole context, I do a bi-weekly training call on mindset and just working hard and getting through the crap, because you've got your family telling you you're doing that online thing. You got your friends from high school and your office mates saying you're trying to build an online business, and you've got your spouse sometimes even saying you're going to try one of those things again. So it's like, you got to dig into here real deep, real hard, and understand that if someone else has done this, you can too. And that's the biggest thing that's often overlooked, is people think that other people having financial success or business success are superheroes, or it's just luck. When the reality is, luck is a combination of consistent effort and timing. And so it's the fact that if you group together, generating leads consistently and following up professionally and doing that over time, the compound effect will equate to financial success. And so, going for no's and going and emailing every day are all congruent parts of it, but a lot of it is you believing that it will happen for you too.
Well, and when you do these things, if you've done them in the past, right, and you're getting this, you're doing that, just learn from what you've learn from your past, and don't do those same mistakes, and use these tools, use these softwares as a service like Joel was talking about, that have been created to help you along the way. And when you do that, you'll find out what works for you and what doesn't. And that is really the nuts and bolts of what you're looking for in your life. Is, I don't know what's going to work for you until you do it, until you give it a shot, a fair shot. Don't get in and just think it's all going to magically fall from the sky. That's not how it works. But when you decide in your mind, you're done failing, you're done with what it is that you've tried in the past that didn't work, it is time now to adapt to modern technology, adapt to the way that marketing is being done, adapt to the way that your business needs to grow, adapt to the fact that your kids deserve you to be able to pay those bills. You can do it, and we are here to help. And that's why I get up every day. That's why I come to the office every day, because we can change your life. If you can experience even just a fraction of what all of us know up here online, your life will be better. I'm not saying your business, your marriage, your kids, your finances, your debt, any of that. I'm saying all of it. Everything will get better when you are happy. And when we can teach you how to grow your business, find that success, and you found you're in the right place, you're happy. I mean, example, we have about 100 of our members got our OSP logo tattooed on their bodies. 100 people.
Not a temporary, a real tattoo. I can't.
Yeah, real tattoo, because they believe.
Hey guys, put the video in our comments. The video you shared with me. It's incredible the culture they've created.
Yeah, and it's not. These people aren't making millions of dollars online. We changed their happiness level. They now believe that they can make it online. You know, a couple $100 a month pays, you know, a car payment for people. Like this, you don't need to get rich and quit your job and just be an online marketer and go get a Lamborghini and a jet. What you can do is learn that this is what the future holds. And if you're ahead of the curve and you can learn how to market online or make a little bit of money online or grow an email list, whatever the case may be, you're going to win. And we're passionate about it to the point where we owe it to these 100 people that got our logo tattooed on their body to show people that they're serious about this. Okay. They're serious about changing their perspective, and we change every one of their lives. And together, I think we can change yours. So if you've tried something in the past and it didn't work, great. I'm happy for you because you know what not to do. And if you're young and you've never experienced anything, fantastic. You've come to the right place because you're learning from people who are in the trenches using the software. Like we use the Now Lifestyle Autoresponder. So I can show you how to use it because I use the product. We use Online Sales Pro to generate leads every day. I can show you how to use it because I use the product. Once you know how to use the product, then you can go sell it. But until then, learn how to change your life and your goals. And when those results come, the wall is knocked down. You may not realize that you live in a barricaded community and you have a 20-foot wall that you can't see through. It's opaque. You cannot see through. It's a brick wall. When you can climb up and look over the edge and see the whole world out there that you didn't know about, or you can take your bulldozer and knock that wall down, you're exposed to a brand new beginning. And when you experience that vision, when you see that the outside world of what you realize as normal is not normal, okay, that is your little confined area. And we can expose you to the internet and online marketing and lead capture and email marketing automation and community and culture. This is different. This is not an MLM. This is a mind shift change. This is a business change. This is a lifestyle change. I'm a ranter, so I any one of you, especially Blake.
I'm ready to go. Sign me up.
I got to stop just sitting here looking good, you know? I
mean, he says it in a more motivational way than I say it. So that's awesome, Joel. It must be because his name's Joel. He's so bright, you know. I'm so bright. My parents called me son. That's what I like to say, you know. But it's true, and it takes a little bit of time to be able to see through the clouds to get over that wall. But once you do, it's you know, I like to call it like you take a snowball and you're rolling it up a hill, and the higher you roll it up, the bigger it gets and the harder it gets and the harder it gets. And 99% of people, what do? They do it for about 2 weeks and they get about a quarter way up the hill and it just gets too hard. Let me tell you folks, once you get to the top of the hill and that snowball, you push down the other side, now you've got something that's getting bigger and bigger and bigger, but creates more and more and more momentum to where you literally can't stop it. And just to give you proof of that, the reason why we did Now Lifestyle in Stages is from our own failures. When we launched Pure Leverage, which was a different version of our autoresponder and a blogging platform and stuff, we got almost 10,000, 9,852 people paying on the first day. We could not stop the momentum. The challenge was we woke up to 4,000 help desk tickets in that day. So, you know, you got to be careful what you wish for, guys. But I don't, you know, I'm guessing the median time to success of all of us here was way more than 2 weeks, way more than a month, probably a year or longer, guys. And that's the thing is, you know, this person yesterday in the group said, you know, I'm not getting any of this. I might as well quit. It's like, it's not that hard because that's what most people do. They just quit. So if you don't quit, you're competing against maybe 1% of the population out there. Everybody else stops. You know, another thing that I shared too, Now about 75,000 people have come through our fan page system. It's another system that we have to help generate leads. And maybe 100 people are doing it. And all it is to comment on our fan page a couple times a day. It's not hard, guys. It's just consistency for sure.
No, yep. The secret is to last and to, Blake, go ahead.
Thanks, Joel. No, it's great, great listening to all this stuff. Like, even after years of being in it, it's the synergy between you guys and, you learn something every day, right? And one of the biggest points I'd like to make to people is when you're talking about people making that jump to get online into a product, people have that hesitation where it's like, hey, can I trust these people? Like, is this more money I'm just spending? And, with OSP, you're in the right place. With NLS, you're in the right place. We have forums. We're accountable. There's an ongoing dialogue. You're not just a transaction with us. And the benefits of OSP and now lifestyle, it's like we run in with our mail system where we have people who have where they say, hey, I'm getting a 5% open rate. My buddy is getting a 40% open rate. And there's a huge benefit to, right from, like Joel was mentioning before, is your traffic source, your opt-in pages, your landing pages, and the funnel, and the quality of the experience that lead has right up to the point where you start to make those sales is just critical. So it's really, we're all here for everybody, and we're really, this is the right place. Anyway, I'm going to throw it back to you guys, and I'm going to listen some more.
Very good. Yeah. Grady.
Yeah, no, I'll talk. I don't want to use these overused excited words and value words, but the reality is we are excited and we do see massive value with the combination of these two systems. Joel and I've been building this for nearly 4 years now, and been fuddling through different autoresponders for that amount of time until we came across the Joltarian and what his product is. And we're just so happy with the marriage that we're starting to see put together and the offspring that we're seeing that are coming from the marriage. So
we call them our grandkids, right? It's our children, and then they get to duplicate and teach people, and then they're the grandkids, right? So, but with the NLS autoresponder and the deliverability rates, like, I want you guys to think about, if you connect your opt-in page to the wrong email, the wrong ESP, the wrong autoresponder, you're wasting your time and money generating the leads. You're wasting time and money making the landing pages, getting them out there, if the emails aren't getting into the inbox. So when we found the Now Lifestyle Autoresponder, we've been working very closely with Joel and integrating things for our members that other people may not have the advantage of using, but because he sees our goal and our mission, he wants to help all our people out too. So when we were able to experience everyone and more people opening our emails, getting in the inbox, not the spam folders, the inbox, it changes, like Blake was saying, the perception of the quality of you. So it's great that we can make landing pages that convert and they get people opt in. But if they don't get a follow-up after they opt in, it looks bad on us, it looks bad on you. And that's why we're excited that NLS Autoresponder is filling that void. Instead of a 5% or 20%, you're at 40, 50, 60%. Those are amazing numbers, because those from 10 to 60% is 6x. So it'd be, instead of pitching one person, you get to talk to 6 every time one person walks in the door. These are fantastic numbers that duplicate in the masses when you start to accumulate the amount of volume and team leverage that everyone out here has now. So
yeah, let me say something just on that, Joel, that I want people to understand as well, centered around the importance of consistency. So let's say you're getting an average of 25% open rate. Okay. That means that probably, because we've done our own studies with our own stuff, if you're getting an average of 25%, it doesn't mean it's the exact same people opening up the 5 emails that you send. If you do a daily email, we've looked at our own stats, and we're getting numbers of about an 80% engagement rate over 1 week. So if I only sent 1 email this week, I would have gotten maybe At least it's not our software this time where he's having trouble. That's all I got to say. Looks like
I think it's just Grady.
Yeah. If you're getting a 20% open rate, but you send 5 emails, you're probably going to get a total engagement rate of 70 to 80%. And that's why the consistency is important too. I ask people, do you open every single email that I send? And the answer, every day, the answer is no. Do some? Yes, but most don't. Just like me, I get lots of emails every day. Some catch my eye, some don't catch my eye. But over time, I am opening emails of the list that I'm on. And that's why the consistency is important as well. Is just be consistent, Yep. I definitely email daily. I might take Sunday off, but that's about it. I email almost sometimes a couple times a day.
Yeah.
And like you said, some people unsubscribe. They're voting no. They're saying no. That's okay. See you later. That's A-okay. But the opposite happens. If you only email, let's say once a week or twice a month, it's very, very hard for people to become your fan. Why? They just don't hear from you often enough. It's like your spouse or your significant other. If you're married, but why do a lot of marriages break up with people in the military, right? Because they're gone for a year at a time and the connection is lost. The engagement is lost. It's the same thing with your email, guys. You either want raving fans or you want people voting no. You don't want neutral people in the center. So many people say, well, I don't want to email too much because I don't want to piss people off. You don't really piss them off. They just vote no and go, listen, I don't want to hear from this person anymore, and they unsubscribe. But the opposite also occurs. When you email on a consistent basis, people become bigger and bigger fans of what you're doing. And that's important as well. I'd rather have 100 raving fans than 1,000 people who think I'm cool.
Yeah, no, definitely.
That's a very good point. We teach people too in follow-up. Am I going to buy from the realtor that comes over one time and then I never hear him again and I got to follow up with him? Or the guy that shows up, he's got a flyer already printed out. He built a landing page with OSP with a picture he took outside of the house. He's got 3 action plans for open houses. And people want to buy people that are excited about what they're doing. People want to buy from people and partner with people who believe they can make them become better. And so when you say, like, if you email them once a quarter, once a month, once every 2 weeks, it's like, does this person think they're too cool to reach out to their list? They've got too much going on. My email list is an afterthought. So it's kind of
are they not important? Those types of things go through your mind as well. Why do you guys do so many live feeds every week? Consistent.
We love our people.
And there's a different people in all the time. I've been going to football and sports analogies a lot because I've been trying to explain to my wife, everyone, the rules of football. And if you don't, American football, I don't know where you're at in the world, but if you don't understand the rules and you're trying to explain to someone all these rules, like, it takes a lot of time to learn these things. And I committed the time. And if I'm a big fan, you committed the time. You learned something that makes no sense at all. The rules about the end zones and first downs and passing and carrying. But going back to the football analogy, you email every day because not everyone's in their seat at all times. Some people are at concession. Some people are at in the restroom. You all go at different times. That's the way it works. So not everyone's paying attention all the time. So you always run emails. And some people that opt out, well, they had to go home because their babysitter's off. They left the stadium, right? No big deal. It happens. The team still performs. And if you want to be liked, you can't be the third string running back and send an email once a week and get the ball one play out of the whole game and have raving fans. That's not the way it works. The way it works is the fans show up at the stadium to watch the quarterback and the running back who are in every play, who are going to make those great plays. And not every play is great. A quarterback throws an interception and you still love him, right? You can write an email that doesn't get as opens, but you got to get out there and send another email. So I like using the football analogy because spring training is coming up. I'm excited. I'm a Bears fan, so feel sorry for me. But in the end, people understand it because they took the time to learn it. Now, you may not all understand online marketing and emailing and lead generation yet, and it's overwhelming. But you didn't understand the football rules before you actually took the time to learn them. And if you're excited about the football season and you took the time to learn these things, you should do that about yourself. Do you believe in you, right? You spent 10 years of your life believing in the Easter Bunny. You spent 8 years of your life believing in Santa Claus. You spent 5 years of your life believing in the Tooth Fairy, whatever it is. These people,
you don't exist. You're crushing me.
What?
They don't exist.
No, I know. I'm sorry if you guys just now found out. But your mind was capable and believing in these things. What we want you to do is believe in yourself for one day. Your life will change. I promise you. So if you can believe in the tooth fairy and you were hurt when you found out it wasn't real, or the fairy wasn't real, or Santa Claus or the Easter Bunny, you even had your parents' support. They were the ones supporting you along the way. They may not be supporting you in this venture now, but you need that support or you're not going to believe. And that's what we are. So I like to use these stories, these images, these other things that people can physically see in their mind, and I hope these make sense to you. Because
it makes perfect sense. And the key to staying positive is being on these live feeds and being in the communities, because that's where the like-minded people are. I say to a lot of people, because quite frankly, at this point in my life, I really don't care what people think of me personally. And, do I hope that you like me? Do I hope that you like our business? Yes. But there's some people who, they'll say, oh, well, I don't want to start an online business because it's kind of scammy. And I'm like, okay, well, how's that working out for you? Your life changed the past 3 or 4 years? How's your skepticism working out for you? How's the job? How's the $12 an hour job? How's the juggling from bill to bill working out for you? And I literally, in a very polite way, just walk away. It's okay. But if you truly want to change and you're coachable, it's just that little mindset. Understand that most of the people who are on the call, some of you are raving fans, some of you are curious, and some of you are here because you want to prove us wrong. And it's the ones that go from, maybe being slightly skeptical, but at least having the mindset of saying this is possible. Those are the people that we want to work with, because like you said, Joel, just believe in yourself for a day. Don't try to get edification from people who don't have the same mindset. You're not in the convincing game. Don't try to convince people. When you're around people either will do one of two things. They either lift you up or bring you down. They either make you feel good or you feel de-energized. So there's a lot of people in my extended family that, I don't get particularly excited around. It doesn't mean I don't love them. I just don't talk business, because it doesn't matter what I talk about. They're just not going to, they're not going to get it. There's still people, and I'm not going to mention names, but extended family members who are surprised that I've been running a Ponzi scheme for 15 years and I'm not in prison yet. It's just, it's that ridiculous. When I first got started, it was, he's sitting in his pajamas at home and it's not working out. And for the first 2 years, it didn't. And that was hard, guys. It's hard for everybody. There are so many times in my first 2 years, from 1998 to year 2000, where I was like, maybe I am wrong. Maybe for that moment, I didn't believe in myself. But then I'd get centered around like-minded people again, and it would reset me. But at that point, when I had those moments of like, maybe I really need to go get a job because I have a daughter here and I'm not really making any money and all that kind of stuff, things that kind of kept me pushing forward was that visualization that if I stop at this very moment, what will my life be if I don't stop? What if things do happen? And then they did. And I count my blessings. I am so grateful every morning when I take my first breath every morning that I didn't give up. And I'm sure it's the same for you guys as well, because you're doing what you love. And that's we were talking the other day where it's like, when are you available? I'm like, pretty much all the time. Just don't hit me after 10 o'clock at night. It's not that I'm still not working. It's just my brain doesn't work the same anymore. So that's what life's supposed to be about. It's I've been retired now for 15 years because I'm doing what I love. Does it mean it doesn't come with challenges or days where I go, oh, crap or whatever? Sure, those days happen when stuff's down or whatever. But, just don't quit, folks. If you don't quit, something's going to happen for you. It's like Grady says, it's a combination of consistency, persistence with a little bit of luck, and it will always come your way.
Yep. Very good.
Love it. Yeah. So if you would like to get involved with us, if you'd like to become use OSP, NLS with OSP, links in the post, check it out, get in there. We're easy peasy lemons.
And if it doesn't work for you, we'll give you your money back. Like there's a 30-day guarantee.
It doesn't work. we'll see you later. But it's all good. It's working for a lot of people. I think this week, Joel, we're going to cross over officially the 40,000 person threshold. Yeah. Unbelievable from our standpoint. We are
congratulations, man.
Thank you so much. We've got a fantastic team that has built it and supports us. And Joel and I just get on here and tell jokes, and most of them are bad. And so, but then Joel's got all these fascinating, stadium analogies. So we've got that going on too. But you get to be a part of this and grow with us as we refine our comedic career and build fantastic software. And so I think Joel T would attest to this too, that NLS right now is the absolute best it can be. But next week and next month, it's going to be even better. And we live by the same principles as well here. We don't ever say like we're done, development teams going to Cabo or Maui and just going to take off for a month. Like we are constantly adding new templates, new things. We just committed to putting new NLS templates in the system in congruency with new AR pages that Joel's developing. And so it's constant improvement on a consistent basis that we pledge to you guys at the low price of $37 a month. So it's pretty.
They should do the same. Little daily improvements go a long way after a while, and that's what we do. We get better every day. We learn everything. We learn. I mean, I'm still learning. I'm a seasoned online vet now with 40,000 members inside of a system, and I learn new tricks every day. And I can't wait to share them with you in our community, in our group. And Joel T is a fantastic leader. And, Blake over here is a man of many words, but when they do come out,
words. Look at him.
They're, but
he speaks with his mind.
To be fair to Blake, I wouldn't put my, the guy who's in charge of all of our IPs and the guy, I mean, this is the guy you guys may not know. He's the one that gets your emails in the inbox. So I think,
thanks for blowing the tooth fairy for me.
I wanted to. I'm sorry I ruined the tooth fairy for you, man. I sent you a $10 bill under your pillow when you get a little older, maybe. I don't know. Do they do the tooth fairy for old people? I don't know.
Not anymore.
Find out. Maybe it's your wife is going to do it.
This point in my life, because holy cow, I'm promoting a scam with my tooth fairy pages. I guess.
Hey, that'd probably be a high converting page because everyone would hit home to it. Everyone remembers the time when they found out one of those three are not real. And that's
I was like 13 years old when I figured out Santa Claus wasn't real. So I was a slow learner, I think. But
hey, that means you believed in it for 13 years.
Yeah, and that's the thing. Just believe in yourself, guys. Believe in what's possible. That's all it is. And if somebody's telling you it's not possible, say what I say. How's that working out for you? There is because there is not some person that I've seen who's had an element of success, including my first billionaire mentor, where there's not a single person out there who has seen something who does. They're not going to tell you that online marketing doesn't work because that's where every business is turning to. They're not going to tell you that network marketing doesn't work because even Warren Buffett owns the Pampered Chef and another MLM. So who are you going to listen to? You're going to listen to the person who says it's all a scam and they're just nastier than hell because they're so tired and so fed up and so upset with their own lives? Or are you going to listen to the right people who are going to help you make it happen? Now, again, work is involved. Internet marketing and network marketing involves work, but you season your skills a little bit every single day, and the tools at OSP and our autoresponder definitely make it easier. When you can get a real-time lead on your cell phone, remember, that is not cold calling. That person voted yes. They took the time to put in their name and email address saying, yes, I want to hear from you. And guess what? When you actually truly follow up personally, people are shocked, literally shocked. They're like, holy cow, somebody actually got a hold of me. That's really cool.
Well, it makes your emails that much more effective too, because then that's the second or third touch point there. And it's exciting. I mean, we're showing results every day, and I know you guys are over there too. And it's fun, man. Thank you. I don't know what else to say other than thank you to you guys. I mean, the guys that's
fun, man.
Our autoresponder problem. Thank you.
Before we go, guys, in the chat on Facebook, is there any other question that people might have? I do see one question. Somebody said, if you sign up for the NLS $49.95, do you still need to pay the monthly fee for the autoresponder? Absolutely, you do. Why? Because again, guys, running our autoresponder and running software as a service, just like OSP, that takes a lot of resources. It takes a lot of money. It takes a lot of talent to continue to make that stuff better and better and better. And I'll say this to everybody, because I've been online, a long time. There was a lot of companies that were promoting like no more monthly fees, no more this, no more that. Be highly skeptical of that, because anything that's software as a service, if you want to see it continually improve and get better, we got to charge for that, because it costs a lot of money to do those things. So, Blake, is there any questions that you see maybe on the fan page, bud, that might be good for everybody here? I did ask. So that was one question.
No monthly fees means no development, no growth, no continued anything. I mean,
yeah.
See, that's the thing where, like with OSP, there's lots of companies out there that offer landing page creation and all that stuff. But what do you do with it? It's that's one thing I love about the OSP builder is that an earlier webinar that we had, it protects you from yourself. You can't, they put the only colors that are available are the best converting colors, and it all just makes it's best start to getting online, and that hurdle's gone.
Yep.
So.
No, we want to protect you from you, give you all the tools you need, the same things that we use, and let's get out there and win, man.
Proof's in the pudding. We all use our own stuff. People say to me, "Hey, Joel, do you know how to use Infusion software?" No, I've got my own software. Hey, Joel, do you know how to use this? No, I've never, ever used GetResponse or Aweber. Why? I don't need to. Not that they're not great companies, but now, do I keep a little bit of an eye because we want to see what our competition's up to? Of course I do. But do I use it on a religious basis? No, I just don't. So, stop with the mind blocks, folks. I'm pretty sure you guys must be damn close, if not much beyond an 8-figure business now. If there's two companies that have built an 8-figure businesses using their own stuff, don't go out there and start thinking you need a whole bunch more stuff, because you don't. I use our conference software. Yes, after using this Zoom, we're going to add the same features to our conference software. I love the format of the Zoom here. That's why we're using it. But I use our autoresponder. I use our CRM. I use our conference software. I use our video streaming. Why? Because that's all you really need. It's the best tools out there are the tools that create communication. So these guys are generating you the leads. And after that, everything else is very important. And, it goes without saying. So it's just, I don't know. I get excited. I'm verbal diarrhea too. I can talk forever.
So I guess my mute Joel will work for you also.
So many people, they'll create some excuse, some roadblock, some wall in front of their face as to why they're not successful. And really, folks, if you want more, you have to become more. If Joel, Kellman, and Grady are successful with OSP and you're not, it's because you need to become more, not the software. And it's the same with us as well. It's not to say we won't continue to add new features, but I don't know if it's the same with you guys. Like, well, actually, I did see one person say, I'll join OSP as soon as the Now Lifestyle page is in there already. Why? Why can't you just go in there and create your own?
Yeah.
It's just little things like that. So, Blake, was there any last questions on this?
To wrap up, know that we experienced some of these frustrations and the reasons that people weren't successful. And that's why we know being there for you, the community, the training, the lives, the software working every time. These are all very important things to us because I experienced it. I know what you're going through if you feel lost and, you don't know what to do. And that is not the reason you will fail with us. So if you have any other excuses in your way, those are on you. It's our job to help you identify them and get over those obstacles. And together we can do it. And we believe in you and we want you to do the same. So I thank all of you guys for your time, listening to me ramble. Some of you may not know me or heard me before. And I'm excited because if I can help one of you guys, then my job in this hour and 20 minutes was awesome. It was awesome. I feel good about it. So, we do have a meeting in 10 minutes, so we can hang out some more, but I appreciate you guys. Grady, you want to say goodbyes?
No, it's fantastic. I appreciate everyone's time. I appreciate everyone for tuning in. We've built something fantastic. Come take a look. It works perfectly with what you already think is fantastic, and that is Joel Tarian and what Blake is supporting. So
we'll be doing this in 2.5 more hours for another 2 hours.
Correct. And I have meetings, so I do have to take off, but it was fantastic spending some time with all the users. I loved all the comments. Donna Lynn is a chatty Cathy in here. So if she got paid for how many messages she posted, she would be a rich woman. So it's fun seeing so many people just excited and active inside of the of your community. We're blending them together and just going to have a powerhouse a team of online marketers we're pushing out there into the internet. So excited to be part of this. And Joel, Blake, thank you so much for this. And
likewise, guys.
NLS with OSP, click the link, learn more about us, and you're going to love what you see, I promise. So,
Joel, Grady, Blake, man of many words beside me there. Thank you as well, guys. Have an awesome day. Thank you, everybody, for watching. And, just believe in yourself. Take action right now. Join the team, and we'll see you on another live feed. Bye for now. Thanks, guys. Have a great day.
Thanks, everybody.
Bye, guys.